Well, good day, or evening, or morning, whatever time of day it is for you here. So, we are still in Galatians. We're going to be here for at least a few more episodes of this series as we discuss some things. And so previously we've been talking again, Galatians 5, it's this battle between the flesh and the spirit, and where are we walking and where are we trusting in. And this becomes a difficult process because sinful things are easier to grasp. It's more tangible. Anyway, we'll get into that. I want to read Galatians 5:16, and it's really it's a tough one here. And Paul says, so again, we just got through the unity, stop biting and devouring each other, to this, and he says, but I say, this is Paul saying, but I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not carry out the desire of the flesh. Walk by the Spirit, and you will not carry out the desire of the flesh. Again, the spirit walk, the spiritual walk, this journey that we're on, it's not necessarily something that's tangible, that we can easily grasp. It's in some ways this kind of ethereal realm that we don't have full access to as fleshly beings. Now, it's from the Holy Spirit that we connect with that, but us and ourselves, in a way, don't have the ability to connect with that on our own merit, our own doing. And the flesh, it's easy to grasp, it's easy to hold, it's easy to interact with, because it's an easy sense, because we feel the fleshly world with all of our senses. But this is where the sin struggle comes in, because we have this easy connection with the flesh, and so therefore it's cursed. It's less than what it should be. It is not the perfect creation that it was at the beginning, and we have this fall, this failure. And so when we see things that hold us back, whether it's material things, we get jealous, we overindulge in things, whether it's food or sexual appetites. We are connected with these things because we sense them, we feel them, we engage with them. They release this chemical within us that gives us a high, if you will. And a lot of times the spiritual realm doesn't do it that way. It's a harder, longer process to interact with. And so we settle for the fleshly things. But if we're walking by the Spirit, we're not going to carry out the desires of the flesh. But we carry out the desires of the flesh because we're not walking in the Spirit. And as a Christian, this is just frustrating as all get out, because I want to walk spiritually. I want to walk well with Christ. And that's over here. But then there's this easier path in my own mind of how I can connect with things here or live over on this side of things, and it always leaves you empty. You know, there's one of the scenes from the Pirates of the Caribbean where Barbossa is revealing himself as the skeleton aspect of those things, and he can't interact with the fleshly things because he's hollow. It just all goes through him, and in a sense that is the fleshly side of things. We're hollow. Just nothing can fill us. Nothing can just satisfy. We are just left wanting more and more and more without ever actually connecting with it. But yet on the spiritual side, when we fully interact with that, there is such a deeper connection, and it fills us in a way that we can't even express. So we have to, again, die to the fleshly things and rise to live in the spiritual things. And yes, if we're walking by the Spirit, as Paul says, then we won't carry out the fleshly desire. So anytime you're walking in sin and you're carrying out that fleshly desire, that is butting up against, that is fighting against the spiritual powers that Christ is calling you to. And you have to stop yourself And I fail at this time and time again. I know what's right, and I don't stop myself. And that's an immaturity on my spiritual side of things. So, in other words, where are you immature in your faith? Where are you immature in your spiritual walk? And what is it that you need to release and realize that it is just not worth it in the end? So I encourage you to walk in the Spirit and not to cave to the fleshly desires. And so the last driving thoughts kind of got cut off at the end there. I'm not sure what happened with the video, but anyway, appreciate y'all. Take care. Take some thoughts. Take some time to think about this. Read through Galatians some more, and we'll take a look at the next verse in the next episode. Take care, y'all.